Hey guys, we're going to do question number 9 now in our 3.3 dimensional analysis practice number 1 sheet. So problem number 9, here it is. We will need to convert from 60 miles per hour to how many feet per second. Now, because we are going from one conversion factor to another conversion factor, it's going to be unlimited number of significant figures. So we're going to put down that on limited figs. So again, as always, we're going to go ahead and highlight that, and then we're going to change that color so it's nice and bright so we can see at the end. So whatever we come out with, that's what we're going to come out with. So if I have 60 miles per hour, I mean, really it's 60 for 1 hour in that situation. In that same situation, if we had feet per second, what would it be? So what is it known? Well, known is that we know that we have that we have 60 miles per hour. That's what we know. Well, what is unknown is in that same circumstances, what is the same conversion factor in feet per second. So that's what we need to figure out, is how many feet per second. So we're going to start right off with 60 miles per hour, and that's how many hours? 1 hour. Okay, so now I got to go from hours to seconds. And so we're just going to go ahead and start that one right off here. And so I'm going to put down 60 miles. And then because it's 1 hour, it's per hour, we're going to put down 1 hour at the bottom. There we go. And we're going to make sure that this is over top of that so we don't have any problems. Put our times in a line. But before we do that, we're going to go ahead and we have to cancel out hours and change it to seconds, cancels miles and change them to feet. So which one do we want to do first? Well, to me, I like doing the easy one first, and the easy one that I know right off the top of my head is miles to feet. And so we're going to go ahead and put on top here our 5,280 feet. And below that, because we have to cancel out this miles right here, we're going to put down here, we're going to put down 1 mile. Okay, so now I've got rid of our miles. Okay, if we go ahead and do that. So we got rid of the miles. And now we hit, excuse me, we have it in feet. So now I got to go hours to seconds. So we're going to put another lines in there. And we're going to put down hours. So we can put hours on the top, 1 hour. Because this one's on the bottom, so that one's got to be on the top. 1 hour equals how many seconds? Well, the easy way to do that is just to go ahead and I can do it twice, or what I can do is I can go right over here to the calculator and I can say, if I have 1 hour, we know that we have 60 minutes in 1 hour, and I'm going to times that by 60 seconds, and I end up with that number right there. So we're going to go ahead and put that on the bottom. So in 1 hour, which I need to get rid of straight through, we're going to have 36,600, and that's going to be seconds. And again, how did we come up with that? Well, we came up with that because what did we do? We multiplied 60 minutes times 60 seconds, and we came up with that number right there. So now I can get rid of my hours on bottom. Now notice that it didn't matter that I put it on the bottom because I had hours on the bottom, so we had to put hours at the top. So keep your idea of where you're looking at and where they're at familiar, which makes sense when we look at this, because when we look at this, I need feet per second. So seconds need to be on the bottom. So when I go ahead and look at this, that makes sense. So let's go back over here to the problem, and we'll clear that off. And we're going to start off with our 60 divided by 1, which we don't have to. We're going to multiply that by 5,280, which is this number right here. And then we're going to divide by 3,600. Hit our equals, and we end up with 88. So this would be 88. Now we look at it. We see the only units I have left is feet on top, and that's going to be seconds on the bottom. So that's going to be per second. So it's going to be 88 feet per second. Since I have unlimited number of significant figures, whatever my answer came out in the calculator is correct. So we're going to highlight that. And boom, there we go. There's the answer to question number 9. That's how we did it. It was that simple. Keep up the good work. Keep watching if you have questions. And hopefully, you'll be able, all you're doing is just checking your answers. Nelson out.